Hi there, Erin Bradley here. I'm really excited today to introduce you to a good friend named Craven Lyons. She has her own private practice as a massage therapist. She's totally changed my life. She's a phenomenal person. She has an amazing story, and I can't wait for you to get a chance to meet her. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm Erin Bradley, a mortgage consultant who spent the last 10 years building a tribe of amazing entrepreneurs to better serve my network. This is the story of their journey on the road to success. All right, so today is so exciting for me because you're going to get a chance to meet Craven Lyons, who, as I mentioned, I absolutely adore. You've totally helped me and changed my life, so thank you so much for everything you've done. And I'd love to let Erica share a little bit about her story and her journey as a business owner. And also, we'll talk a little bit about what makes her so amazing. So, Erica, can you just share a little bit about not only all the things that you're involved in? Because one of the things I think is so cool about a lot of entrepreneurs out there is that we do what we love, and sometimes that's more than one thing. And it's also good to diversify in many ways in our business. And so every time you and I talk, I just love that. I feel like we have a lot in common in that we are passionate about a lot of things. And I'd love to hear a little bit, or I guess everybody watching would love to hear a little bit about your story and how you got started and everything.
Absolutely. I got started doing massage in 2002. I was traveling in college studying comparative religions. And while I was in Thailand, I fell in love with Thai massage. And I took a course while I was there and was certified and just continued studying ever since. I continue to seek out new modalities and different certifications, and it's just an intellectual interest, and it's what I love to do. It is the most rewarding work I've ever had.
Well, you are honestly a true healer in every sense of the word, and I mean that physically, emotionally, spiritually, you're just incredible. So, and one of the things I love about your style of massage is that it's very apparent that you have studied a lot of different techniques, because I feel like when there is a certain pain point or something we're trying to work on, you're really intuitive with trying different techniques to approach one similar problem. But there are so many techniques out there, and it's just your knowledge of the body is just amazing. So yeah, I mean, it's obvious that you've dedicated years and years of study to that. And then what else do you do? Because you're also involved in yoga teacher training, right?
I teach yoga. I'm not involved currently in yoga teacher training, but I am a teacher at the Massage Therapy Institute of Colorado as well.
Awesome.
So I train massage therapists.
And have you also studied, you train massage therapists. That's
I do.
right. So you teach people massage techniques.
I do.
Okay, awesome. And then are you also, you have a little bit of a knowledge with Chinese herbs and whatnot as well, but not in the way that you recommend them, but that you believe in them, right? And have...
Well, I am certified in acupressure.
Okay.
And that is something I use in pretty much all of my massage. Every massage that I do is culmination of all the modalities that I've studied. It's very hard to pick them apart and just practice one thing by itself, because having the right tool for the job is one of the most useful things when you're trying to solve a problem like a pain pattern.
Sure.
So acupressure gets used in almost every massage that I give. And I understand a little bit about Chinese herbs. I'm not qualified to prescribe or administer any Chinese herbs, but that's something that I have a lot of people that I refer out to, naturopaths, Chinese doctors, if anyone's interested in going further down that route.
Cool. And I do have one question. I mean, I feel like, obviously, I'm someone who believes in the benefits of massage therapy, but it's shocking to learn how many people have actually never had a massage or have preconceived notions of what it means or what, I don't know, the issues you need to have in order to, warrant getting one. And I think a lot of people think, obviously aches and pains, maybe stress relief. Are there any other things that people would come to be treated for, whether it's the acupressure, the massage, I mean, any other, Yeah, any other afflictions that you see people for that one might not think of if they didn't know?
Absolutely. I can't think of a single human body who doesn't need massage. In some ways you can look at it like getting your car maintained. And we don't think twice about changing the oil in our car or getting our car looked at on a regular basis. And when it comes to our own bodies, we might see a physician once a year for a checkup, maybe, maybe not.
Right.
But we need more maintenance than that, just simply to move fluids, make sure our muscles are functioning well, that our joints are open, and that we are at our best place of functional form. So that's one primary reason. And then doing body work has the effect on a lot of people of opening consciousness as well. A lot of our consciousness, where we pull everything together, is not just in our brain, but intrinsically tied into our body. And I find that a lot of people, myself included, receive benefits from doing structural integrative work. And when we become better aligned in our own bodies, everything in life becomes a little bit easier.
Well, I will never forget one time I went to see Erica, and I just was feeling really run down. And you almost think that you're going to go and get a massage and just fall asleep on the table and not be able to get back to work. And I see Erica in the middle of the day, and it was amazing because I just basically told her how I was feeling, that, I was just feeling exhausted. My kids had me up all night. I was run down. Work was overloaded for a few weeks, and I was kind of just dragging when I came in. And I was so amazed because instead of falling asleep and into relaxation, I found myself so energized when I left. And it's amazing that you can kind of talk through where you're at in a certain day. And it may not be with some kind of chronic pain or anything else. It could just be how you're feeling that day. It could be your immunity. It could be your digestion. And, I walk out of there feeling like a brand new person and completely alive and energized. So I just think that's so fascinating what you do. Your brain is full of information I don't understand, but I'm like so curious about it, like a nerd. I'm like, what are you doing? What does that do?
And I love questions.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I really appreciate you. Bottom line, I would probably cry because you make me feel so happy. But anyways, what do you love most about what you do? Obviously there's probably a million things, but if you could name one thing that just makes your heart happy.
Can I name two things?
Sure.
First thing is just the chance to study the human body and work on it every day, because it's like studying the universe. The deeper you go, the more there is to know.
Yeah.
There's just endless amounts of information. And the second thing is how rewarding it is to help people figure out their pain patterns and to get more energy and to get more out of their body and more out of their experience.
Yeah.
Is incredibly rewarding. And, my education in college was all about social change and human issues. And I find that that's what I do every day. The heart of what I do is making change on a very minute level in someone's body. And that change can then affect the rest of the world.
Yep, that's awesome. Well, you do a good job at that, so thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so for anybody out there that's watching that is running a business and maybe just getting started and looking for some tips, some struggles that we've experienced that maybe we can pass on to them to help them avoid the same kind of struggles or anything like that. If you were to go back to your younger self 5 years ago, what would be one piece of advice you would give yourself knowing what you know now, just from running a business, that side of things?
I would say ask questions. Don't think you know well enough that you don't need to ask questions, or don't be afraid to not know or to make mistakes. Because it's in the asking of questions of people that you admire, people who might understand the same thing a little bit differently, that you can have your biggest growth and understanding. And also from making mistakes, being a little bit fearless in making mistakes, that's your best learning opportunity as well.
And did you have mentors along the way?
I did. I did. I have a couple primary mentors.
Yeah, I mean, I think like seeking mentors and seeking coaches is a great way to help
Absolutely.
learn from somebody who's ahead of you in the journey that can help you navigate those twists and turns and also help you stay the course through the tough times, you know?
Absolutely. And a mentor can be anybody, but it's pretty easy to identify who those people are because of the amount of respect you feel for the work that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't need to be directly a working relationship, but if you really respect that person's work and how they present themselves, they can be a mentor for you too.
Yeah, awesome. So where do you see yourself headed from here? I know you've had a lot of growth and a lot of exciting things happening, but what do you have in store for the future?
I would like to see my business grow to incorporate some different modalities. I'd like to have Conscious Bodies be kind of all-inclusive, holistic healthcare management.
Awesome.
I'd like to incorporate Pilates and different movement and strength exercises, and possibly nutrition or Chinese herbs. All of these things that can really help people where we're not getting help in our healthcare system.
Does that look like building a team for you, or does that look like you learning more techniques for your own practice?
It looks like building a team.
Cool.
I'll never stop learning more techniques, but
Yeah.
I would love to have other people to work with.
Sure.
And I already refer a lot of my clients out to other people for
Yeah.
different things because no one person can be an expert at everything.
Right.
So having those people close together and working on the same client, I think can be really exceptionally helpful.
Well, you know, the whole purpose of this is to build a village, you know, and to be a resource to your clients above and beyond what you get paid for. And, you know, that's what I'm passionate about. And so I'm sure that as we continue to grow this village, we're going to be coming across people that may be in alignment to work with you in the future. And we just have to kind of stay connected and be looking for those opportunities to connect like-minded people. And all you're doing is adding more value when you do that. When you align yourself with like-minded business professionals, you're just providing more value ultimately, which is really what it's all about. So
That's right.
yeah, cool. Okay, so last question is how can we get a hold of you if somebody is curious about either partnering with you or just reaching out for treatment or to learn from you? What would be the best way to find you?
The best way to find me is email, Facebook, or my website at consciousbodies.com.
Okay.
And my email is consciousbodies@gmail.com. And my cell phone number is 303-482-5997.
Awesome. Well, thank you not only for coming and taking the time to be here with us and share all this awesome, juicy information for the viewers here, but also just for all that you do. You're an amazing person, and I love you.
Thank you so much.
If you've loved meeting my tribe and getting to know their stories, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. And if there's anything else you'd like to know about these individuals or anyone else you'd like to meet, let me know in the comments below. For more information, you can find me on Facebook or check out pursuingfreedom.co.